as I mentioned before, all story posts only last about 24 hours on Instagram before they disappear. That's 24 hours from when they were posted, unless you add the Instagram story to the highlights section on your profile. Now, Instagram highlights are essentially ways to categorize story posts into folders that people can view them in on your profile. A lot of people like to categorize, if you're an artist, maybe by, process, final product, that sort of thing. It could also be a matter of separating certain pieces that you're working on, or mediums that you work with, or references that you work with, anything like that. So to show you how to create a highlight, I'm just going to go in here to the story post that we just made in the previous video. I'm going to get to that story post by tapping on my profile picture. Even though it's not glowing orange anymore like it was when we first posted it, the story is there, and that is still the way to access your posted stories. So we're going to tap that, and there's our story. Now, to highlight this, you can see at the very bottom, there's a little circle that says highlight. We're going to tap, we're going to tap that little circle, and it's going to give us the prompt to add a new highlight. The title here where it says highlights, that's what people are going to see when they go to your profile. That's what the highlight section is going to be called. So in this case, you might want to call it something pretty generic because this is just a Happy Tuesday post. So I'm going to call this highlight section general updates. That way my followers know that this is where they can find any just regular old posts that give them an idea of what's going on in my life. You can also edit the photo for your highlights. So once we post it and we view on our profile, you'll see it will now show the highlights right between the edit profile button and our feed, or our grid where our posts show up. We can tap on that and it will show the story post just like it did on our story. This will not time out. This video will now exist in that highlight for as long as I want it to. I can remove it at any time. I can delete the highlight as a whole at any time. I can also take this out and add a different video if I wanted, something like that. It's all possible to do, but initially it'll just add the post to your highlights. Now, if I go into this highlight again and I tap more in the bottom right corner, it's going to give me some options. If I want to maybe change the photo for this or change the name of what the highlight reel is, I can tap edit highlight and it'll give me some options. If I tap stories, it's going to show me all of the stories that I've created on this account, that I haven't deleted or anything like that, anything that actually lasted the full 24 hours and then timed out, or anything that I've added to a highlight will show up here. Selected will just show you the specific ones that you have added to this highlight already. Name, you can just tap there and edit the name to be whatever you want if you'd like to change it. And edit cover is where you will tap so that you can replace the cover photo. It will automatically cover the highlight with the story post that was added first. However, you can select an alternate photo just by tapping this little option here. That was the little picture button right next to our story post at the bottom here. And then just like with this page, you can adjust it so that it fits in the circle the way you want it to. We could even zoom in like this so we have just the banana guy for this highlight. And you'll see on my profile, it will update that for me. So that is how to add a highlight. If you'd like to create a new highlight, you can tap new, and then you can select from your stories which highlight or which story post you'd like to add to your highlight. Yeah, this is just a really good way to organize your profile, direct people into specific areas to view specific things or aspects of your art. So definitely make sure to use this feature if you want to use Instagram as a great connecting tool between you and your audience.